I'm Insomniac, and this is a coffee from Higher Grounds called Funky Mamacita.
Oh, you!
Insomniac.
Okay, so today we're looking at another coffee from Higher Grounds Trading Company. I actually did another one of their coffees recently, and because I've been reviewing so much stuff lately, I can't remember what the name of that one was. But anyway, it's somewhere on the channel not long ago. This one is called Funky Mamacita. It's an interesting name for a coffee. I kind of like it. It is just like the other bag in that it's just a plain black bag. There's basically nothing on it except for this label here in the front. So yeah, that's it for packaging, which isn't really a bother to me. If the coffee's great, I don't really care if the packaging's ornate. I'd much rather have great coffee in a plain bag than crappy coffee in a beautiful, artistic looking package. So I'm gonna give you a closer look here at the beans. Also got to get rid of this piece of tape. It's starting to agitate me. I'll just use a clip. So in terms of information on here, all it tells you is medium to dark roast. Gives you a little bit of an idea of what they think the general flavor profile is, and then it tells you 100% fair trade, organic, shade grown, has a bunch of stamps, but that's about it. All right, well, let's see what it smells like. Out of the bag, it's actually very sweet, and I get a lot of nice mixed berries. That's actually the number one thing that I smell out of the bag. Otherwise, it reminds me of chocolate-filled Danish. So, a lot of really nice aromas going on there. Well, we're gonna brew some of this up at the French press. Let's get that going, and then we will see what it smells and tastes like in liquid form. Alright, so we brewed some of this up at the French press. Let us see what it smells like now in liquid form. It actually reminds me of a warm berry cereal or oatmeal, something like that, but something with just like nice kind of red berries in it. Kind of reminds me of like raspberry and cranberry in hot cereal, which I guess would be technically oatmeal, right? And I get a nice kind of desserty, cakey aroma, but specifically it reminds me of one of those Entenmann's kind of cheese Danish cakes. And you have a really distinct, bittersweet, dark cocoa towards the end, to the extent that when you inhale enough of it, you almost taste it. It's actually very nice. Yeah, so a lot of great aromas here brewed. All right, well, let's see what it tastes like. It's a big, rich, bold, earthy flavor mixed with cranberry juice, which is pretty cool. Not only is that a nice flavor, but it kind of ties in with the aromas that we got with that warm berry cereal. Next up, I get a just natural raw almond flavor. That's pretty nice. There's also a little bit of licorice in there. Kind of reminds me of black licorice, but it's not nearly strong enough or bold enough, that specific flavor, to kind of give me that. I mean, if you like black licorice, you like it, but I don't. It doesn't really give me the nastiness of it, yet somehow it reminds me a bit of black licorice. That's not nearly as big as the first few flavors, but a little bit of it there. The only other thing I get is a little bit of sweetness. It happens after the sip, like after you've already swallowed the coffee, you kind of get this little shot of sweetness that happens, which is nice, adds a little bit of balance to the darker, earthier flavors. Overall, it's really bold. You have a lot of body. You have a long finish. It's kind of thick, but in no way bitter or harsh or anything like that. It just really lasts until the next sip. It's not overly complex, but the flavors that you get aren't just like, you know, beans and earth. It's pretty interesting. Overall, I really like it. If I were going to rate this coffee on a scale from 1 to 10, I'd say it's an 8 for me. Simple but interesting flavors that are easy to pick out. Really great body, no bitterness or no real reason for me to tell you not to try it. It's a pretty good roast. I like it. If you've had it, leave a comment, tell everybody what you thought of this coffee. Be sure to check out all my other coffee reviews on this channel. Make sure you hit the subscribe button if you are a coffee lover, because I have tons of new coffee reviews coming your way. And if you would like to support the channel and get some cool rewards, there is a Patreon account, link at the top of the video description. You can support over there. I'm going to finish this coffee. I'll see you all at the next one.